I think it's more of a real series. I think that when you play a 7-game series, no team's really out of it right to the end. So the thing is that the best of 5, you can get in trouble real quick. Best of 7, you can recover. So it's more of a realistic series as far as I'm concerned.
You've played 2 teams in the previous 2 rounds who were on rolls. This is another one, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like they're playing good hockey, and like they're a pretty well balanced team. They have good goaltending. They're good in the power play. They're very good off the rush, and so we have to make sure that we're disciplined, stay out of the box, and make sure we're communicating off the rush.
When you think about the momentum this team has built in sweeping the last series, does that give you anything going into this, or you had so many days off? Maybe not.
You know what? I think it's just one of those situations where we have quite a few days off. I gave the guys a couple days off, then we practiced the last 3 days, and the guys look good out there. I think they're refocused and they're channeling their energy towards the next series. So that last series is gone. Now the guys are focused on Rochester.
We're a month into playoffs now. What kind of challenge does that present in terms of health or mentality at this time of year, knowing that it's 80 degrees and people might want to go home?
Well, you know what? This is a pretty committed group. This, like I talked about, the closeness of our hockey team. Our guys don't want this to end. And we worked hard all year. We talked about it. We have a chance to do something special. The guys recognize that. Yeah, it's nice out, but the guys get to go play golf after practice and have some fun doing that. This is the greatest time of year. And when you're part of a playoff run, it's a lot of fun. People get into it. Our fans have been great. And I think our guys are excited just to keep the ball rolling.
The key to your success so far partly has been the depth and the number of contributors you have had. How important is it to keep that going in this round?
Well, absolutely, our depth has helped us out. And it looks like Aaron Ness is really close to coming back, so we're getting healthier. Mike Scarbosa is still out. So the thing is that we're in pretty good shape right now, but having that depth really helps you through a playoff run because look at Beck Malestein last game, took a puck off the nose, broke his nose, still came out and played, but it could have been a lot more serious. So it's important to have our depth. We have quality depth. Everybody on that ice sheet right now can play and step in and do a good job for us, so we're happy with the depth.
Going off that round discussion about the energy, it seems like there's a lot of pace, a lot of intensity out there. Just how much fun is it for you to stand on the side, coach these guys when they're that committed to a cause going forward?
Well, it's awesome. You know what? Sorry. This time of year, like all the guys know the drills by heart, so practice goes pretty quick. We went through about 6 or 7 drills, got done within 35, 40 minutes, and the guys know them. And but the guys are committed to winning here, so they want to make themselves better. They see practice, what it's going to be, and they want to go 110% out there to make sure they get the intensity ready for tomorrow.
When you're so close to a cup, do you have to rein guys' emotions in sometimes, or you just let them go?
Sometimes we have to rein in the emotions. We got pretty emotional last game in the first period. I did too after the period, but the guys have to make sure we play between the whistles. We can't afford to take any unnecessary penalties. But hockey's an emotional game. You got to play with emotion, and if you don't, you're not going to win. But you have to make sure you channel that energy in the right direction.
Helms always talks about the intensity level of playoffs and how much it builds. What is the conference finals like for players who haven't experienced it, fans who haven't experienced it in a while?
Well, you know what? We talked about it. Like a lot of our guys have not been in the spot before. Let's seize the opportunity. And that was my speech after the first period against Hartford. We weren't taking the game. We're trying to feel them out and all that stuff, and they were doing the same thing. But I said, you know what? You can't dip your toe in the water. You have to dive right in. And so let's make sure we recognize the opportunity we have, because you might never get a chance in your lifetime again. It's so competitive in this game of hockey, and the thing is that when you go deep in the playoffs, it's hard to do, and it's my job as a coach, as one of my coaching staff, to motivate these guys in the right direction so they get over the hump.
Cool. You're here at Ethan Frank, lead goal scorer, has got on the tally sheet there. Do you worry about him pressing, and being that you're here without him, scoring a goal? What does that just say about the offensive output of the roster?
Well, it's somebody different every night, and you know what? I'm sure Ethan, he's had some chances and they haven't went in. And when you're a goal scorer like Ethan, sometimes that plays with your mind a bit. You know what? His next shot, if it goes in, you'll see him skyrocket. And so we just got to make sure that we work with him and just be supportive of him because he has that ability to be a game breaker for us.